Hi guys, I wanted to show you my progress in my combat system. In the recent days, I'm fighting the temptation of jumping to all the different topics I want to handle in my game, like changing some inputs to signals, fixing or re-implementing stuff, using composition, etc. But I'm happy to say that I have managed to implement some basic foundations for the combat system. There are two ways of implementing ranged weapons in games. First is using Raycasting. This is a method more suiting for shooters than for me. But basically the concept is that a node, for example a player's weapon, is making a long invisible line in the direction of the target. If the line doesn't collide with anything and reaches the target, damage is being taken. And everything happens in a split of a second, so it is a good solution for a situation when we have, for example, an FPS game using guns. The second option, the one I have implemented in my game, is to instantiate a projectile. First, I need to create a scene for the projectile. It has two states. Either it is flying or getting destroyed. Animation player for the destruction animation to play. Sprite to make the scene more reusable so I can use it later for, I don't know, maybe some special magical projectiles. Light to make our projectiles more visible. And stats like minimal, maximal damage, etc. Pushback. Now, when it is getting instantiated, I'm adding some random light strength and remove the collision with itself to avoid any strange behaviors. Then we have fly and destroy methods, nothing fancy here. A timer, which destroys the projectile after a certain amount of time, and an area 2D, which is the main mechanic to trigger the damage being taken by the enemy. So when my character has a ranged weapon and it is attacking with it, we first instantiate a projectile scene and add it to our tree. Then we apply all the required variables and done. The arrow is flying from the bow in the direction we want, and if we hit the enemy, it is causing a damage. For melee, I have followed a similar path like for the ranged weapons. My character has now an area 2D as a damage zone when inflicting damage. The way it works is that the area is getting activated on a particular frame in the animation and is getting turned off right afterwards. So if there is an enemy inside our area, he's taking the damage using the same method we've already used for the ranged weapons. All the data for the damage, how much it takes for the preparation, how much you move when attacking, etc. All of those are taken from the statistics of our equipped weapon. And that is it. So even though my progress is not huge from the perspective of comparing myself with other game devs on YouTube, I'm happy to continue doing my small steps. Now I'm focusing on my enemy node. I'm making it in a modular way by creating one scene to which I can pass different properties and to create a variety of different enemies. For sure, I will need to create additional scenes to handle some special types of enemies, but I believe that this architecture will take a lot from my shoulders when I will be adding some proper content to the game. Anyway, I will keep you updated. And like always, link to the repo is below the video. Thank you and bye.